Well. I have decided after playing through all three Dragon Grandpas, I'm gonna make an objective tier list. I'm going to get killed for this. But like, there's characters I think are just way better than others, and I haven't really I guess personally haven't really said who my favorite characters are. And I feel like it's easier for me just to slap this onto a tier list. So obviously spoilers for all the fucking games. But like, what I'm mainly considering here is like plot relevance, mainly plot relevance, how good of a character they were, and then how much I like them. Like, just because I like X character this much, I'm not going to place them high unless they were relevant in the story. So let's start with fuck, already a great start. Fucking Akane. Fucking, she's a weird case immediately. Because, like, she had so much time in 2 to develop, but didn't really do a whole lot. She was fucking useless in almost every single fucking trial. She had her thing where she tried to fight Monokuma, effectively got Nekomaru killed. And, like, basically didn't really get to, like, I guess, even, like, she tried to make things better with Nekomaru, or at least thank him. Didn't even get the chance to do that, and I guess she's going off of that regret. But, like, I don't know, she just doesn't do a whole lot. She never like helps in the story. She's kind of just there the whole time. It's one of those like, how did you not die characters? So like D tier, easy. Next is Angie. She was like my favorite going into V3, so there may be some bias on this, but like, she is definitely interesting. She's basically one of those funny haha lol characters, but ends up making like enough of a plot point of like diverting the carrot castaway and like destroying the flashback lights, which turns out in retrospect was probably the right thing to do. So effectively, she kind of was on the right path, and we were kind of in the wrong. Like, I guess as in we, as in like you, the protagonist, and like Suichi and like everyone else on your side was in the wrong on that. So it's kind of interesting that she was able to, like, I guess, just find enlightenment in that situation. So I kind of like that, but like, and then she ate shit. Man, the fact that I guess she has the power to just like if she was a character who just like, was able to live into the end, and she was a big mastermind reveal, it would make a lot of sense. Maybe I'd say B tier. Aoi, she is close to the same situation as Akane, as a lives to the end fucking idiot, but she does a lot more than Akane. Like, my biggest issue with making this tier list in the first place, and more than might have recency bias, because obviously I just played through V3, but Eri is a dumbass, but like a good kind of dumbass who does more than just haha gimmick eat food, haha haha dumb. She actually like is spiteful towards, I guess, the party. Or I guess to like Makoto and everyone else, like from Sakura's death, and tried to get them all killed, which I think is kind of badass. And then she learns her lesson, and like, you know, she was really good. Like, I shit on her, call her dumbass, but like she did a lot for the story to make it more interesting. So I'm gonna say A tier. Now, fuck you, ya fuckami. I mean, he lived to the end of the game of 1, was Makoto's right brain cell. He was kind of an asshole the whole time, but he learned a lesson of like, the same thing of like, he had enough time to be around and develop, and he impacted the story a lot. Like, he did some dumb shit for no reason, like the whole case of fucking Chihiro. I'm trying to remember if I got the name right. Yeah. Just fucking up that case to make things more interesting. Which is dick move, but interesting kind of move. So, like, I kind of want to put him in S, but I don't think he's S tier. A tier above Hina. And Celeste is a good one. She's the kind of character, like, you expect her to be a killer, like, from day 1. And she delivers in, like, a pretty good way on that. Like, goth motherfucker who's, like, you know, a gambler who's really chill about everything the whole time, and with anger outbursts, yeah, it's gonna happen. She did it well, and, like, the twist of, like, her, or, like, I won't say twist, but, like, reveal of her just being, you know, a fucking mook, just a boring-ass mook, is really good. And like, I guess because of a video I watched explain like some of the executions, like her execution was just an insult to her entire like her way of life, trying to be like more special than a normal person, but then dying. So like being burned at the stake, making a show out of it. She was happy dying that way, and then she got hit by a truck, which is the most common way of getting killed. It just being run over. I'm not sure on what constitutes an S tier yet, but right now I'd say Celeste is an S tier. Glue Eater. Okay, no. Chiaki does eat glue. She does not understand what milk is, but she was really also I'm including the anime in this, obviously, towards my judgment on the characters. Chiaki is like super fucking pivotal to just every character, like every single character of 2, and is like just the pillar for like all of their like I guess moral compasses and shit like that. And because of that, and because I guess she got reprogrammed, so she's 2 versions of her: the glue eating version and the actual gamer version. She does a lot. She does a lot. Cute girl, eats glue. Like, I shit on her, but she is A tier. Chihiro. Chihiro is Chihiro is really good. From like what he does for the story and shit like that, and I guess God, I don't even remember his name. Mondo, yeah. The fact that like him and Mondo's relationship is really interesting, and like because of their relationship and the murder part, I do like the both of them, and the fact that Chihiro like actually does kind of exist for 2 to an extent, using his gamer hacker skills. It's pretty good. But it's a case of like really good character, really unfortunate he didn't get enough screen time. So it's like high B tier for sure. Byungus, no. Big Byungus. In like 2, you can't. A game of 2, you can't really get much from him. But from the anime, I did really like the ultimate, because he doesn't have a name. It's just Ultimate Imposter. I really did like the Ultimate Imposter. And him and fuck, I don't even remember the animator's name. Fuck, he's not even on this tier list. If he was on this tier list, I'd say he's probably like a B or A, something like that. But Byungus himself, this includes like the interpretation from the anime because the anime version isn't on this list. I'd say he was around for a lot, and the fact that I guess he substituted for. He's a good dude. Interesting concept, having no like. It's one of those things like we wish it could be expanded on more. Say, I see. Now there's 2 Fuyuhigos. I'm not gonna use both, but like, Fuyuhigo throughout the whole game, probably one of the most developed characters of like Danganronpa in general. It's one of the most developed Danganronpa characters by like a far margin. Just from his relationship with Peko, how that turned out, and just as like he developed even more after that, going from like cutting his fucking guts open to apologize to just being an actual bro and the only non-dumbass of like the end game party other than Hajime from 2, because everyone there is a fucking idiot. S tier for sure. Hot, like top right now. Gonta. I don't know what I think about Gonta. Because Gonta was one note until the very end. He is just big, strong, bongo, bingo, bongo. Bongo, bingo. Got tricked into killing because he's stupid and forgot about the whole thing. It's like, I like his... I think what I like about him the most is his impact on the story. And his relationship with fucking... Fuck, I don't remember his name. Koiko? Something like that, The fuck. Like, because of that. And I guess the most interesting thing about Gonta was his reason for killing. The fact that he was, like, shown, like, from the flashback light, like, the state of the world's, like, fucking destroyed and shit like that. It's pretty impressive that or it's pretty terrifying that his like first thought goes to, oh, I'll protect friends, to I have to kill everyone. The world isn't good. The world isn't a good place to be in. I'm gonna place him high B. Gundam fucking Tanaka. I feel like there's no tier list ever where he's not like top 10, because he kind of is a masterpiece of character. Classic fucking Chunabo motherfucker. Really good relationship with like Sonya and shit like that. And like, I guess the thing I like about him the most is how true he is to his character, like saying like he will fight to the end no matter what in any circumstance. He killed only because he didn't want to die like a chump starving to death, and he didn't admit to it because he wanted to die fighting, trying to hide the mystery of his crime. So he made a show out of it from start to end. And because of that, this trueness to his character, and because I fucking like him, S tier, faux show, but behind Fuhiko. Hajime. I like the fact that Danganronpa doesn't have bland pro tags. I really, really appreciate that. It's like, like, the upper tag in Danganronpa is not like a, oh, this is you, you're kinda like this guy, no. No. Hajime has his own, like, goals and shit like that, and I guess they can be labeled to a viewer, like, oh man, you wanna be cool as these guys, but nah, blah blah blah, no. He is really good. And his developments and just how... Because the fact that, like, he's not ultimate, but he is still just smart as fuck and a cool motherfucker. But he is and a dumb motherfucker at the same time. Like, the Hajime in Danganronpa 2, yeah, great character. He got lots of development. But from the anime, he didn't get to do as much. And he's kind of... His reasoning for becoming, I guess... God, Izuru is really flawed, and you'd think Chiaki would have been able to influence him enough to stop it, but he didn't. So, like, Hajime is high A for sure. Hifumi, you know, you'd think he's instant F tier, but like, he's not instant F tier. Like, he spun a good mystery in involving his own death and the collaboration with Celeste. He did a really good job at least hiding his own death and making a good mystery out of that case. He is it's like he's a fuck, but he's kind of a clever fuck. I'll put him above Byungus. Himiko. At first, it's like her character went from like F to like A for me throughout the plot free. Just going from like, you know, lazy shitter, doesn't do fucking anything, to like actually seeing people important to her die and changing for the better, to like just fucking breaking the fuck down at the end of the game. Like, she kind of just put the realist. Like, I guess like when at the end of like 3, when it was kind of revealed like, oh yeah, you were just real people with fake implanted memory. She broke the fuck down, and that kind of hit hard. Like, he's definitely A tier for that. Like, just for the ending and how realistically she reacted to that. Because, you know, everyone's like, oh no, what are we gonna do? She just wants to go home to her mother, but she doesn't know who her mother is because her memories have been altered. She doesn't know who her mother is. And also, because of, like, the nature of, like, Danganronpa 3, the fact they're just random people brought into that and just given these talents, she's probably not even fucking high school age. She's probably like a fucking child they brought in. So, like, she's a good character for the terrifying implications of Danganronpa 3. Like, very high. It's like low A tier. So I was worried about the tier list because, like, I can't even think of who an F tier character is. So I'm trying to be harsh, but at the same time, it's hard to be harsh. But Kyoko, I was thinking she is kind of shitty. Like, asshole character, dies in a double kill and no one gives a shit about her. No one thought about her death at all. But, like, it's because she had her character arc in the second case. Like, she has trouble attaching to people, was able to attach herself to Mahiru, and finally being able to be comfortable, just have that immediately stripped away from her, and then be, like, and then be framed for that kill, and then be suspect for that kill. Would break anyone the fuck down. It's just, that's just a lot of stress to be put on one person. The fact that she like, she didn't completely break down. She still broke down. I guess that's the thing about, like, the young, lowly, haha characters. When they break down, it's like, holy fuck, this is a child, you sick fucks. It hits harder with them than when it does, like, you know, like, any other character breaking down, like Leon or something like that. It's like, Jesus Christ, you sick fucks. So, like, B tier behind Hifumi. Now, Ibuki. Here's my problem. I was thinking a lot about Ibuki. It's like, she's funny, she's charming, good character, but like, what does she do? What does she do for the entirety of the game? She holds a little concert that doesn't really do anything. I mean, didn't get to the spare disease, and like, her death wasn't even like, the mystery of her death wasn't clever like Hifumi, because Hifumi is the one who was like, basically most of that got betrayed at the end, but like, he did most of that himself. But like, Ibuki just didn't really do anything. She kind of just was there, haha funny, died. She never got like to develop her character at all. She was kind of the same person from same to end. Like, nothing really changed. That's kind of a D tier for that. She didn't really do anything. It's not tacos. I don't care about both versions. Again, when it comes to like another case of a static character that just like dies as part of a double kill, Taka is like that. He is like a very one-note character, but like but he's a good kind of one-note compared to Ibuki, because he like actually keeps he actually is like, you know, a driving force and trying to keep like peace with like all the characters of one, and to develop a relationship with Mondo, you know, two people from completely different backgrounds actually working together, to having that be broke down and having him having a revelation on it. It's pretty good. It's B tier. Top, not yeah, B tier. Bottom B tier. Junko. Ugh. I don't even know. I'm gonna skip Junko for a moment. Kibo. Kibo's pretty fucking cool. He does a lot. He does a lot, and I remember seeing a comment which I thought was true, but it wasn't true until it was true until the very end. He sides with Suichi on like fucking every single scrum debate, so he knows what's up. And I really like the ending of Furry, which just like the back and forth between Suichi and Kibo. They're both really good for that. Like, the fact that Kibo becomes like, you know, Suichi gives up, like, you game over, fake game over, and they take over as Kibo as the ultimate hope robot, just to be like rebutted by like Suichi, go to like Blade Showdown, you beat him, but like Suichi's actually right. Hope doesn't matter. Hope's bullshit. The fact that like he joined in on that, and then he became in the reveal of him being the audience viewpoint, he actually is a pro tag. Very good. Very good. Boop beep boop. Kaede. She's a funny case of Kaede did nothing wrong. Like, it's like, I wish I could place her really high, but because she didn't get enough time, I can't rate her high enough. But she was your fucking protagonist. She knew about shit. She set up a fucking whole convoluted murder to try and take out the mastermind. Like, really good character. Really good character. There's like, she's really well written, and it's like just a huge twist in storytelling, just shifting protagonists. I fucking love it when it's like out of nowhere. Yeah, this protag? Yeah, it's not the protag. This is the protag. Let's develop more characters at once. I'd say Kaede's definitely A tier for that. Kaito. You know, I did not like Kaito from the start, because he just looked like, oh, he's gonna be Leon too. He's gonna kill him and be like, no, I didn't kill. But when he did kill, Jesus Christ, what a fuck mess that was. And the fact that he just was so good. Him, Suichi, and fucking Maki are such a good trio. Like, S tier for sure. Like, just the synergy between the three of them, and just like how much you get to see develop with all of them. And Kaito just, it's like, I guess he's like a stubborn idiot. He's stubborn as fuck. I won't call him an idiot, but he's stubborn as fuck, but stubborn to like a fault, as in like a good kind of, I don't know, it's a good kind of thing. But yeah, I just really, really like that. Wait, what's that comment? Jordan Scott Boat Fuck that shit. I'm dealing with that. Fuck you, Quark. Yeah, I just really enjoyed. Enjoyed the three of them. I think all three of them are S tier. I'll talk about them more when I get to them. Kyoko. Makoto's left brain cell. It's just like she's never case of just really good character. Carried the story a lot. Just because Makoto's a fucking stupid idiot. She just did a lot. And then in like the anime and future, holy shit. Oh, but there's kind of, I'll be honest, I don't like the fact she came back to life at the end of the anime. It feels like a cop-out. It's like, oh shit, we can't kill the fucking main wife of the game. Bring her back, give her back her titties. But not definitely A tier. S? No. The thing, if I recently played for Danganronpa 1, I'd say she's S tier, but it's because it's so much of it's faded in my mind at this point. Wait, actually, comparing it to the other characters of 1, I actually think Hina's better. Just because, I guess, I'm trying to think like when Kyoko like had any kind of like big development. Just I guess the development from, oh, I don't trust anyone, to I trust you, Makoto. But like from like fucking case 1, she's like, yeah, I trust you, Makoto. But probably a case of I trust you, Makoto, because I already know what the killer is, because fucking Zack or his name on the fucking wall. Yeah. President of the United States, Barack Obama. Barack Obama's fucking 8-year period was great. He gave healthcare solutions. When he killed that tennis star, when he killed that tennis player, though, that's when Trump took over. It's like a. Just think it. In no case, not much time to develop, but like she was a killer. And I feel like someone like a maid. It's weird. It's kind of shady that she didn't like show that evidence and be like, all right, let me out. I'm the president. Let me win this. Instead of like being. I guess like if he just like came up and just showed the fucking like Monokuma file thing or the motive video, I think that would have been way cooler if it's like at the end, it's like, oh yeah, by the way, I'm the president. You killed the president. She could have just said that as her defense, like, I'm the president of the country. Do not kill me. And because of that missed opportunity, that's a B tier. There you go. I remember his name. Kokichi Fuckhead. It's like you think he's S tier, but issue is with him is that he is a fucker. He fucks with the game a lot. He's an asshole. I love him for being an asshole, but like it's really disappointing. His ultimate grand scheme kind of ate shit because Kaito's a fuck, and Kaito and Suichi are fucks. The fact that he wasn't. It's hard to trust him, and I guess the only people he actually trusted was his group of funny haha lackeys. But the fact he put faith in Kaito was like it's the thing that killed him. The thing that ruined everything. He got himself killing himself was part of it. But like the fact he got killed and nothing came out of it, because it really didn't. All it did was just get Kaito killed as well, because he was hoping to end the killing games with that, but it completely just backfired. Still a really good character. In the plot line, he got fucking made someone else kill. Was the target of a killing who survived. He did a fucking lot. Top of A tier right now, I'd say. Kind of funny they're both next to each other. You know how it goes. And then, was it Korakio? He's a fuck. My bad. They're a fuck. Like, what really gets me about like them is just like, it was kind of refreshing after like him being revealed to be the killer, being like a crazy fucking psychopath fucking. God, what was it? It's a reference to like an actual serial killer. I can't remember his name. But it was nice to have a killer do all that, but the problem is that his kill on Angie was basically untraceable, but then Seesaw to top a C tier. He was so smart, but he was so dumb. It's like he's like, this is a committed fuck. He came up with this really bad idea of a murder scheme of like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do a ritual and Seesaw kill. They'll never expect that. It's not like because I'm the one who set up the ritual in this room and designate someone to be in this specific area. Oh yeah, I can frame someone saying, oh, the child picked the room. No, that's the weakest fucking thing ever. That's so fucking weak. But as he was setting up his stupid fucking Looney Tunes plan, he bashes Angie overboard, puts her in a closed room, no way to trace it to him. Literally no way. Because if that kill didn't happen in the other room, and he didn't do a seance, there would be no reason to check those fucking rooms. And no one would go under the floorboards, and no one would find that little bit of dried blood. There was no way at all to bring that back to trace that back to Korikio. And because he's a fucking idiot, he could have been here. But he gets seesawed down the sea. Sawa. This is aggressive. Leon. This is a case. He's another case of didn't get much time to do a lot. But like, I kind of like the idea of like the first case of the fact that he killed in panic. And it was supposed to be the first case of the first game, so it's easy to understand like how killing works compared to say like Terra's kill or whatever. So like the fact that Leon was able to do that and go as far as he did in like a panic, having no experience, not being a fucking mastermind, kind of impressive on his part. So I rate him. Up here actually. It's just a case of like I'm rating him higher because like I'm trying to credit him for what he did in this time. Or Mahiru. Mahiru is an unfortunate case of just like, I feel like she has a really good. She's such a nice character. I like her design. I actually really like Mahiru as a character, but it's a case of didn't get a chance to develop. But like, just being so like such a good character, but this never just ate shit too quickly. Having actual other friends and just like outside of the class and having like, because all these ultimates are so like isolated, but Mahiru actually having friends from like an old club and shit like that, having an actual backstory. It's like she didn't get an actual character or development because she got a backstory. I kind of like that, so I'm gonna place her in B tier. There's some bias on that. This might be my most biased pick. Maki, right up there. Immediately. Really well developed character going just from going from like, you know, just being able to like being broke open by Kaito. Really well done, all things considered. Just it is kind of weird that like she opened up so quickly to her assassin backstory and shit like that. Feels weird that she just discloses that immediately, but it's kind of, I guess case was like probably, I assume, like, unless I'm wrong and there's proof otherwise, she probably, like, admitted that in secret to Kaito before, like, telling Suichi and everyone else and shit like that, unless I'm misremembering something. And the fact that, like, Maki is able to do that, and Kaito's able to do that, and Maki just, like, able to live on for him in the end and shit like that. And she's now the dumbass who lives, and a person who lives to the end of the game and isn't a dumbass immediately goes up in my books. As a character. But yeah. Big fan of Maki. Immediate. Actually, let me think about this. I don't think she's S tier. I think she's A tier. Too much bias on that. A tier for sure. A tier behind Kokichi. Makoto Eki. Whew. Makoto. He is the protag of game number 1, and he is a little dumb idiot bitch baby. I fucking hate him so fucking much, but like, because he lives to the end, because he's the protagonist, because he's the ultimate hopey wopey blah 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 blah. My problem is just he's so replaceable. It's like if Kyoko or Byakuya or whatever, kind of stepped up and wasn't a little bitch. If Byakuya was like less of a bitch, he could take Makoto's place immediately. And because Makoto did that, was able to influence those 4 people. I say 4 people, as in Hina, Kyoko, Byakuya, and fucking Yasuhiro. Because fucking oh god, remembering all these names is so fucking hard. Genocide Jack is called that, yeah. She's just gonna simp for Byakuya no matter what. So like, he didn't do a lot. He's a dumb idiot. I hate him. Nekomaru. I'm just gonna fucking do Nekomaru. Nekomaru's really good. Actually, I don't know. I wouldn't say he's that great. He's funny, haha. I love shitting. I'm a big fan of shitting on a toilet. But like, he did save Akane's ass, but then died again. But the fact that like he was mutually ready to kill Gundam was kind of cool, kind of badass. And I feel like it's kind of implied that he was willing to die to, with that reborn body, he's willing to die to like save everyone from the funhouse of fuck. Hey, B tier. Mikan. She's a character who seems like an irredeemable fuck immediately, but like the anime kind of saves her hard. Because she just seems like the shy one who cracks and goes crazy, haha, do it for beloved. Who the fuck's the beloved? And then explaining she was a mind warped mess. So it was just she's like a fucking mental guinea pig experimented on by Junko, which is kind of terrifying. Honestly, fucking terrifying. So like, because of that, and the fact that like her big reveal or whatever is the fact that she got the despair sickness and remembered everything, because that's implied she remembered everything. It's like, okay, yep, I'm gonna kill everyone killed for Junko for despair. Scary. Top of C tier. Yeah. The whore. She just seems like a waifu bait. Like, think about it, she like made all those crazy things, but it's like fucking this fuck's idea. All of it was all fuck's idea the whole time. She just had the ability to make it. And it's like the funny quirk of, being an actual asshole, slutty, XX gamer slut XX to being shy baby when insulted. Funny. Plot relevance. Brought everyone to a virtual world, set up her own death. I do like the fact that she actively did plot to kill Kokichi. Remember his name now. I keep forgetting and remembering Kokichi's name. Honestly, I think she's like one of the. Sayaka case was never one. Never a case of a murder gone wrong. So like, B tier right there. Mondo's never. I like Mondo. I like the fact when I played for 1, I didn't suss him for like the second kill at all. I'm like, no, he's at a bro arc. He's a bro. Why would he? He's too much of a bro. He won't just recklessly kill. He seems like too much of an obvious killer. It's not like he's gonna obviously kill. Then he did. But like, just. I guess the fact that he killed because he was like that conflicted of a person. His goals were like conflicted. Like he wanted to live on his brother's legacy, but he couldn't deal with the fact that he was the reason for his brother's death. So he was just ashamed of himself as a man. And the fact that, Chihiro was trying to change himself for the better. I'll put him right there. Yeah, I feel good about that. Does this have Mukuro? Actual Mukuro sprite? No, just... Okay. Actually, looking at them side to side, it's pretty obvious, the difference. But Mukuro, Ikasapa, the fucking memer. This is 99% of the anime because like what she did in the game barely fucking matters. She don't understand why Junko killed her, but you know, kind of hard to predict. Haha, despair. From the anime, she's weird. She's like a weird, like she's just like a muscle simp that fucking Junko just can throw around. So she just lets Junko get away with her shit. It's like she has a nice soft voice, cute girl aesthetic, but she's a dumb idiot simp musclehead. I want to like her, but objectively, bad character. Let me think about this. Let me collect my words. Fucking Nagito. Fucking Nagito. I hate him with a burning passion. But he is, in fact, the ultimate fuck. Like, what? Like, objectively, he has to go higher than Kokiko. Or Koiko. What the fuck? I can't remember his name. Kokichi. Objectively. Just because they did the same role, but, like, they fulfilled the same role of being the fuck with ulterior motives. But I kind of liked fucking Nagito's just whole hope bit and just how twisted he makes Hope. Like what Danganronpa 1 did with like, oh yeah, hope is the answer to everything, blah, 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 blah. And 2 being like, hope is kind of twisted depending on who has it. And 3 is like, yeah, don't hope is the wrong option. Despair is better than hope. The fucking hope is just an out. Hope is just a plot device. Fuck off. And the fact that his kill was probably the best shit ever. Like, I was just like giggling like a fucking baby at that. Just, that fucker. He definitely goes up. Definitely. Starting to question Celeste's S tier placement, but like, get above Gundam. But nah, Celeste was a good open and shut book, I think. And Pekko's really good. You see, the fact she got killed for having emotions, really good. I'll place her at the top of A tier, I think. Or at the edge of A tier. Just for, like, you know, I guess I like the fact that, like, let's say kills in 2 were pretty grounded. Other than, I guess, the crazy shit Gundam did, but that's crazy shit Gundam does. But, like, Pekko's was just bonk with bat, vault out. It's a really simple murder when you think about it. But still, compared to 3 and how showy every kill was. And just, you know, it's a case of, oh man, the ultimate swordswoman kills someone with a fucking blunt trauma. That's wild. Shit. And this, again, her relationship with Fuyuhiko is just real. It's just, she's the stepping stone that makes Fuyuhiko like such a good character. So Chiaki goes above. I'm gonna reorganize this bit at the end. Good old Rantardo. He's a case of didn't get to do a whole lot. It's just, you know, if he got to do more, he would be doing better, but it's just no. But the fact he kind of was cool with, like, yeah, you're this whole video to himself was like the best development he got. I'll place him above Makoto because I hate Makoto. The man Ryoma. I really expected them to live to the end. Like, initial thoughts, like, oh, who lives to the end? It's gonna fucking be Ryoma. But no, surprise. He died so early, but it made sense of, like, why Kirimi killed him. And I guess it's appreciative that Kirimi did kill the person who wanted to die the most. He is just a depressed fuck who ruined his own life. Is totally aware of it. Wanted to redeem himself, but there's nothing to redeem. Like, there's no reason to redeem himself because there's nothing to redeem, nothing to, like. There's nothing left for him. He's a dude with nothing left, and it's just really good. Top of C. Sakura is The case of like, as soon as I saw the game, like Sakura, she has to die. There's no way the strong one lives to the end. It's gonna be crazy. Who could kill Sakura? Whoa. It's kind of cool. It's like, what's that? Other than Nagito's bullshit, I think she is the only suicide. I'm trying to think. Yeah. That's what I call what Kokichi did a suicide, but that's debatable. He was already a dying man. But yeah. It's like, I don't understand how she got blackmailed to the fucking... It's like she's like her big reveal being a traitor and killing herself. Where it's like, how the fuck did someone like her get blackmailed by fucking Monokuma? Makes no sense. Makes no sense. Good character though. Was like just smart throughout one. I'd say put her maybe higher up in B tier, right about there. Nice also nice seeing like I guess connections between characters that just aren't the protagonists, like with like you know Sakura and Hina. It's nice to see a lot of that. Here's a debatable one. Sayaka. Here's my thing with her. I really like what they did with this Danganronpa in general, with this one and how they opened the first case. Like, I guess the thing with Danganronpa, all the Danganronpa games, I think the person you can lean on at the beginning of the game. You know, and 1, her, 2, Nagito, 3, yourself. Turns out to be a killer. Or a twisted sick fuck. One or the other. Just really cool. I like the fact that Sayaka was just genuinely a manipulative... Nah, I wouldn't say manipulative fucker. It's just like, how fucking quickly... Like, the one person you could trust, you learn immediately betrayed you. Like, just betrayed everything, like, betrayed your little Makoto bitch ass immediately, but then immediately regretted it. Regret it. This very conflicted character. She's good because she's a conflicted character, and it's gonna be debatable. I think S tier, just for what she did, what she set up. For what she set up and her character herself, like she was a complex character. So you can be like, oh yeah, she just wanted to get out, and no, she's very complex. And just it was the one who set up like Danganronpa trust nobody, because like Leon was like, oh, he's a killer, but he killed in self-defense and then took an opportunity of trying to hide the murder. He was opportunistic. And was almost a victim. And the fact that Sayaka thought, yeah, I'm gonna kill someone. I'm gonna kill the fucking baseball star. And not like, who's really killable? Fumi. Or like, yeah, Fumi's really killable. I mean, Junko wasn't dead by then. So like, you want to think to target the fashionista, even though she would have got her ass kicked as a soldier, but you know, she didn't know. No one knew. And she really looked at that cast and just thought, yeah, Leon, I can take him. Kind of funny, but also just desperation, and probably just picked the first person, like, oh yeah, he's gullible. But actually not suspected, I guess. I guess probably why she picked him. He was like a mix of dumb and not the strongest, and a mix of, like, probably not going to tell anyone else about it. Soichi. He was really good, and in the end... Blam! Just... I kind of like the fact, like, a protagonist being a little wimpy guy is immediately just fucking swearing. You know, I can't remember if he dropped an F-bomb. I think he did. I need to go back and check the footage, but I think he dropped an F-bomb at some point. And just shouting at fucking Samugi, who the hell are you, and shit like that. Oh, I love just a protagonist being overly fucking aggressive and just breaking down the game. Like, you shift protagonist over to, like, you know, Kibo, but then he just takes it fucking back takes, like, control of you, the player, back violently. Really, really good. Oh. Yeah. Simp. He didn't do anything. He's He's a stupid fucking idiot simp. He was a mechanic. What did he build? Nothing. Miyu was an engineer, inventor, whatever. She did stuff. Soda did nothing. He lived to the end. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna remove the F tier. I don't know. I don't think I can place him on F here because like, he's funny. He's funny, but he's fucking useless. He's such a fucking useless piece of shit. He just did nothing. He just simped and got rejected. He was a mechanic. He didn't even build a car. I expected him to be the first killer because he's just like, oh yeah, he's a dumb idiot. He's just gonna kill somebody. Like, ha, I got him with my invention that shoots a screwdriver. No. And speaking of dumb idiots that, dumb idiot. It's like such a good design, such a good voice, such a charismatic fucking character, but she's a dumb idiot who lived to the end for no fucking reason. You'd think with like a title of Ultimate Princess, it's like, oh yeah, she's gonna be killed tragically or be a fucking whack job, either because of like her country's like crazy ideologies like Angie, or like just being twisted. But instead they turn her into this fucking cinnamon roll who's obsessed with murderers and fucking culture and shit like that. It's like, it's really hard to hate her. Like, it's really, like, her and Soda are, close. It's like, they are almost meant for each other for being both fucking idiots. But Soda's a dumb fucking idiot and he probably smells bad. She probably smells pretty. Sonia's gonna go top, like, C tier behind Mikan. I like Sonia more than Mikan, but objectively, Mikan's better than Sonia. Tenko. I didn't like Tenko at all. Her dumb, degenerate male thing was dumb. She was just a fighter puncher, and then she just dropped like 1 million death flags when she died. Like, tried to get Angie to, or not Angie, Himiko to rely on her, but it was like, failed miserably. She kind of just, she pulled like, she's like a Soda for Himiko. Didn't do anything. Bad character. No, gaming sex icon. Teru. S tier for like just how masterful his meat on the... I appreciate, I guess, killing for all these crazy reasons, but this guy killed because he wanted to go back to his mommy. And I can appreciate that from Teru. We go with D tier. Yeah, I think I'm just going to remove F. I can't think of anyone who was actually F tier. Even, like, the most trash characters did some stuff. Yeah. Now, I still don't remember her name. Holy shit, hold on. I'm gonna feel like a dumb idiot if I don't remember her name. Oh, God. Why? Toko. Why did I forget that? Such a simple name. Like, I remember Taka, but I forgot Toko. Fuck me, dude. But yeah, Toko is, in the case of dumb idiot who lived to the end of the one, was like a... I feel like she's a love-or-hate kind of character, and I'm on the latter end. She's dumb idiot simp, but at least did some shit. Kind of smart. Like, smarter than she let on, but also dumber. Also exactly as dumb as she looks. Didn't like her that much, but, like, she left at the end. I don't know if the Ultra Despair Girls, but I didn't play that, redeems her, but, like... You only be here. Samugi is... I suspected her from the very beginning just because she was like Sonia. Like, same voice actor. I think same voice actor. And just being like a dumb dork. And the fact that she was, in fact, the ultimate dumb fucking idiot dork, motherfucker, cosplay dork. This makes the list look bad. But Really liked her. She was like, I liked how twisted that reveal was at the end. It's like a going from like the big, like I like how like her immediately turned to Junko. It's like, oh yeah, this isn't actually me. I'm actually Junko. It's like she put on a show from like the start to the end. Like once she made the player aware that this is part of a show, she put on a show. And you know the fact that like right now I have more characters in S tier. She basically is the most average character of them all, but she's not average. She's up here. She's up here for what she did. It's like I suspected from the very beginning. Like I expected her to be a killer. So, you know, whatever. Do a disguise, haha, just kill. But to be the mastermind of it all, really liked it. Really liked it. And I just like, because I guess most of her like main developments are at the end. Like I like she fakes you out, thinking like, oh, she's possessed by Junko. Maybe this is the despair disease, and oh, maybe that Junko was pretending to be her, or she was pretending to be Junko, or it's like she was pretending to be everyone. This is a show. The whole thing's a show. She's the host of a show, essentially. She's a part of a killing game on the show. It's great. It's great. It leaves the question like, was her being the mastermind part of the Danganronpa show script? Is she even part of the game? Is she like part of the staff or part of the game? It's great. And then last, but definitely not least, this dumb fucking Yasuhiro. Oh, and Junko. He's dumb fuck idiot. He's like a dumb fuck idiot who lives to the end of the game. He's like made to be hated. And because of that, I don't want to hate on him too much. But like, he's a dumb fuck idiot. Left the end of the game, didn't do much. His character didn't even really develop. Like, above Soda. Yeah. These are probably my least favorite three, right there. For what the most least like character from each game. Blam blam blam. Most like character from each game. Actually, I'd say Sayak is better than Celeste. But like, you know, blam, blam, blam. Look, those are my top three from each game, and you can, you know, do it down. I'm gonna give it some more adjusting though. And then finally, actual last, proper last. The mastermind behind it fucking all. She is the ultimate lucky student for somehow getting away with so much obvious fucking shit, but having the manipulative ability to get away with it. The fact that she just is an embodiment of despair. I'm so sick of the word despair because of her. And Danganronpa in general. But like, the fact she is just this embodiment of fucking evil, literally. Great. She served her purpose well, being a fucking nut job. Her twist in one, it's a case of being, you know what I'm saying, it's like it was a big deal when it happened, but hard to think about now. Because it's being spoiled for, like, fucking everyone. But, like, for what she did, definitely good character. Like, right up fucking, there. And any other changes I want to make? At the bottom, these are in fact the bottom three. It feels bad. It's like I want to feel bad for Mukuro, but like I don't. Character is fine where he is. Toko. I don't know about Toko's placement. Like, alien suspected for being Genocide Jack. She was one note, but played to it well. I'm gonna boost her up a bit to like here. The youngest, I like them, but his anime adaptation was kind of a bro. I'm gonna put him up a bit too. How about here? And Tafumi? We can go up a bit as well. Probably past up here. This is cursed. Cursed Tafumi above Sonya. That's cursed. But I do like Killer's mindsets. And I think Mikan... Yeah, Mikan goes higher, I think. Mikan goes up tier. idiot. Going to go down a bit. Going to go next to Sakura. I think it's more poetic if they're all together like this. No, Nekomaru! I'm gonna put him down a bit. He was good and all, but he's just a one note. He just didn't. He's just really dumb kind of one note. It's like they brought him back for no reason. It's like just a lot of his reason for existing. I feel like he could have influenced the plot a lot more than he did, but just didn't really do it. It's like I take a bullet, and I'm back, and I take the bullet again, but I'm immune to bullets, and he dies, and it's like he did it for good reasons. Maybe? I don't know. If Gundam was fucking dead there, fucking... Did Nekomaru let him win? I don't know. Unless that's explained, it's like, if Nekomaru was actually trying to be the one to live that, then yeah, down the C tier. But if Nekomaru did throw the fight, he'd go up the B tier. But until otherwise stated, from Gundam's explanation, they go on there. I think everything here is... I like where everything is right now. Let me answer about Mahiru and her. A tier. Kibo's good. Hajime's good. Kaide's really good. Byakuya, it's like he's a smartass, but he's a fucker. I don't know. Put him down a bit. Yeah. Himiko. Nah, Himiko doesn't say where she is. S tier. I think Sayaka above Gundam. I'm kind of satisfied with this list. This is my objective list. Like, yeah. I was worried recency bias was gonna affect my judgment a lot in this, but no. I was pretty critical on that. I really like the cast of 2, but I realized there's a lot of just useless shitters in 2. 2 has a funny cast, but not a useful cast. Most of the class trials was just civil discussion between, like, you know, Hajime, Chiaki, Nagito, while everyone else just does retard screams. Like, 1 kind of like that too, but like, Hina did some shit. Hina is actually kind of like Furihiko, which is interesting. It's a weird comparison to make, but she kind of is. It's like, very close to one dying, being a fucker about it. Or, Furihiko was a fucker turned bro. Hina was like a bro turned fucker. Back to bro. Yeah. Objective tier list. If you hate me, good luck trying to strangle me.